After breaking through the fear, I cycle back as we do to some more things and some leftover consciousness that has created a life that I have right now, right? And that's quite natural because we are still living within something that we've manifested from old, right? And I've been moving through a lot of things in the last year, and also physically moving. And something happened in my life in my house, where I'm not feeling comfortable. I've got more water in there, um, in the living room and a bedroom, and it's given me the opportunity to surface some great suffering in my life that I've experienced. And I don't think I've mentioned it, but I have alluded to it. And as a child, I was sexually abused, boys and men, and and it led to me feeling unsafe and not protected in my home and in myself, in my life, in my physical form, in every way, neglected and things like that. And so this is what I'm experiencing now again, and having to deal with moving, the possibility of moving, and because of the way the real estate is, and um, dealing with it and things like that. Anyway, so it's brought up a lot of grief and pain. And so I was suffering, and I've looked at this before as well, like, that aspect within the dualism of suffering. And I know that there's the lessons about it, and that's why we did it. It was for the lesson, for our soul of evolution, um, and seeing the benefit of them, right? And I get that. And yet I'm like, well, why am I still buying into it? Why am I still hurting and in such heartbreak about my experience? Because it's in the now, that's why, because I was experiencing it again. And then I was just like, exactly the same with the fear. I shouted it down and I said no. And I'm shouting at the wall, saying, no, I don't buy into this anymore. This is not my life. This is not who I am. This is not what resonates with me. I did not work my ass off in all of the um, healing and the facing and the support that I do for others, and not just here, on other platforms as well. I did in the past. I haven't done all this to be here in this suffering. And I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm over it, and it is done. And there's some other things going on that, yeah, it's a bit heartbreaking. And, God, I miss my cat. Anyway, so I slept on it, and I'm looking for different responses, right? What I'm going to do next. And then I'm still heartbroken when I wake up. And I'm like, no, I am still buying into this suffering. I can see that this is an opportunity, what's going on now. I know I've got possibilities. I know that what's next is going to unfold for me, and I'll trust that. It's just that I was still buying into the suffering. And again, I was like, no. And then I realized, I've just done it again. I've done exactly what I did with the fear. And so I wanted to share that with you. Suffering no more. Let us move on from all these programs and allow them within our consciousness to fall away. And that's what it is. It's like, okay, I bought into this program and it served my soul, it served my evolution. It made me be the person I am, to break through all of the stuff that I've been through in my life, right? And to accept it and face it and to heal it, because that's what we have to do. We have to look at these stuff. We have to move through it, right? And we know this. That's what we're doing. We're walking our path. But the empowerment is moving beyond it and saying, no, my life does not equate to this anymore. Everything that happens is an opportunity. And if I don't like it, sorry, no more. And I really am standing in that power. If it's not serving me, fuck it. And that's me. One of my favorite words is fuck. And if it doesn't feel good, that's why I like fuck, because it can feel good and it can feel shit, and you can use it in a lot of ways, right? And but if it doesn't feel good, I'm not playing anymore. And suffering doesn't feel good. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, and thank you for being here. I really love your presence and your support, and until soon, much love.